Hey, it's Zephyr. Today I learned a lesson and I wanted to share it with you guys. So what happened today was, because we've been renovating our house, we bought a new TV, as you do when you have a new house, and there were some scratches on the TV. I came home from one of my daughter's lessons and the sun was shining through the kitchen window. All the other lights in the house were off, but it was cascading off the TV screen, and it brought to light at this very particular angle a whole bunch of scratches on the TV. It looked like somebody had scratched it up. And so I was a little concerned because they were all in little arcs, like little semicircles, like how you would do, let's say you were wiping a bed, or you were wiping like the wall, cleaning it up. And so I immediately thought it was my helper, because my head thinks that way, that, she's the only person in the house who doesn't exactly know what she's doing. And it's not really her job to care for the house that much, because it's not her house, right, to be honest. And so what I realized then was that after some interrogation, some talking, she showed us the cloth she uses and so on. And I realized that, oh snap, it actually wasn't her. There was no way she could have created scratches so tiny and so precise with the cloth, although they were in a very suggestive angle and shape. And I said sorry to her, obviously, but there was nothing much to apologize about, because we're almost like friends now. We're like buddies. I try to speak Tagalog when I can. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but that's basically the Philippine language. And we have a very fun relationship, as we do with all our helpers, and all our friends know that. Over the years of knowing us, they become like family. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys, that sometimes we might have these preconceived notions, like, oh, this person's a liar, this person's a cheat, this person's a whatever, and we all have them, right? Like, I'm a healer, a guide, a coach, and somebody who people have said is like too kind, right? I've got that compliment, or that analysis so many times in my life, where people are like, you're like way too kind, bro. You need to toughen the fuck up if you're going to survive in the real world, and be a bit mean to people and take care of yourself a little bit more. And so even people like me, we have these preconceived notions in our head, like, oh, this person, yeah, nah. That could be, prejudice, that could be our biases, that could be the way we were raised, conditioning, somebody else's thoughts who we live with going, I don't know, the helpers like that. You might not even think that, but over time, you start to think like that. And so what I wanted to tell you guys and urge you guys to do, if you can, because I'm definitely going to urge myself to do it from today onwards, is to really look at things objectively. So I'm going to start looking at my personal relationships objectively. I already do pretty objectively, but even more objectively, exactly like how I look at my career and my work, and really bring that kind of precision and first principles approach to, could this have happened, and how could it have happened? Well, like I said, I already do that. I don't know why I'm correcting myself here. I think I'm the part of me that already does that's trying to defend itself. But really go deeper than have any preconceived notions. Like, oh, this person's a smoker, yeah, whatever, they have that kind of lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. Hey, but maybe they were a smoker 2 weeks ago. Maybe I haven't met them for 8 weeks and they quit 6 weeks ago. How do I know that they're still a smoker when I meet them, right? Whatever that might serve in that thought process at that moment, knowing they're a smoker or not, whatever that might be. Whether I want them to be in an event, not be in an event, be around my daughter, hang out with their friends, whatever, right? Whatever. So I urge you guys to use that in your life as well. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. It might not work. It might work, but I thought it was a good idea to share. And that's what I learned today. Take it easy, and see you on the next one.